The other customer's van, Colin the Crafter, what's cracking with that?
I'll show you.
Uh-oh. Can't be good if he's going to show you.
Now, van preparation service, obviously we will treat rust and we will try and fix everything that we can.
So normally we take out the seats to do with the van prep and we look for things that we can treat and fix.
Yeah.
This looks absolutely fine. So what's your problem?
So if we go to the other side.
Oh.
Yes. So
That's
as you can see, John, this is something that we wouldn't cover as part of that service because this is going to need to be cut out and welded. Now, obviously, if this was your van, John, we could leave it as it is and then just wait for your foot to go through the step.
That's not who we are.
That could be done at a later date, John, because the conversion can carry on without that. But my recommendation is
that's gonna need plating.
Yeah, it will need plating. Yeah.
So I'll pop over and ask the mechanic. I'll go grab Will.
I'll grab Will.
Ask him how.
See what's crack-a-lacking.
So
you're right, Will.
I've
how
just
are you?
brought Will, he's our expert mechanic in. He said the other side.
The other side's fine. The other side, although it has got some pitting in it, is absolutely fine. With some rust treatment, it will last quite a few years, so there's no problem there. It's just this side that's going to want looking at.
What's your recommendation here, Will?
So my recommendation here, for some reason, these always seem to rot just really badly on the driver's step.
Is that on all vans or just the Crafter and...
The Crafter and the Sprinter, they're both exactly the same base. I don't know if it's with people getting in and out and it flexes and it damages the paint or what, I don't know. But what I can do here is, although it does look bad, it's not. And just cut that little panel out there. I can make that panel, and then weld it back in there, just that bit there, and there. Seam seal it, paint it, and it'll be as good as new.
So underneath, we've had this van obviously serviced and MOT, and that wasn't by you, and they said it's great. Still underneath, it looks great.
Yes, the problem is with this one, it's just gone from the inside out. So if you'd not took the step out, you'd never ever have spotted it. That's
the reason we do these things, because obviously we want these vans to last.
Yeah.
So brilliant. So
this will make it last. It'll be good for years to come.
So we kind of rough estimate. That's all time and
materials. You're probably looking about £250.
Excellent. I'll call the client in a little bit, but thanks ever so much.
No worries.
Cheers, mate.
No worries. Thank you. It's all right. See you later.
Cheers, Will. Take care. You can see, obviously we're taking the steps. This stage of the build, this preparation is critical, and this is the reason why it's so important, because if we leave a little bit of rust for a long time, this is what happens. This is the end result. So imagine that's under your floor in your kitchen, and you're standing on the floor in your kitchen, and then it goes through. Right now you've got to take everything out of your van, all that insulation, everything, all the hard work that you've gone into building your van. You're going to have to take that out, weld a plate back in, which could be 250 quid, it could be 300 quid, it could be 400 quid, which again sounds like a lot of money, and it is. But if you don't do that step now, think of the time and the cost to you to take everything out, to remove everything that you've done, undo everything just to fix something that you should have done at the start.
So generally when people bring in a van, like yourself, John, you're wanting to bring a van in with us, we want to make sure that base van is right for you and that it's going to last for a conversion. Now, if you're just doing delivery driver stuff, you can chuck stuff in and out and you'll pretty much see when it's getting damaged or rusted. You can put a bit of converter on, sand it back, whatever. But actually, when people are going to buy a second-hand van, and this is a question we get asked all the time, is, oh, I've seen one cheaper than that second-hand. I don't mind it being second-hand. I was like, that's fine. But even if you don't use us or have any services with us, please check one thing.
Yeah.
The insulation and the state of the van, because they're the key things people get wrong.
Because we're trying to create these family-friendly off-grid vans at a price point that people can afford. The other thing that we see as a common issue, John, when obviously buying, I know you've been interested in buying a self-converted van and you've come to look at our vans today. But one thing I'd say is obviously what separates us from a self-builder is that, one, we're guaranteeing our work. So, you know, if there's any problems, like we've just had this one sprayed, if there's any problems within the next 3 years with that paint, so if there's anything wrong with this paint whatsoever, bring it back. You know, this is still in the preparation stages, and we still have to do the door shorts, but, you know, we're doing all the right things to make the van right. We're also documenting everything. So you know categorically what insulation you've got in the roof, you know what you've got in the walls, you know where all the cables go. Because what we want you to know is that if you're in Turkey, this has happened, if you're in Turkey and you break down or something's not working in the van, maybe you call us up and we say, right, John, what's the problem? I can point you direct to a video of your van where the electrics are, where the pipes are, you know, where potential leaks could be, you know, all these things that will help you be able to identify straight away where the problem is, and you can fix it yourself. You know, you buy a self-converted van, you haven't got a clue. If they haven't documented it in many respects, I would offer them no value whatsoever for the insulation, because they can't guarantee that the insulate, or you can't guarantee, and they can't, that it's been done right.
Yeah, and that's what we find is another common fault. So we're looking for what state the van is in.
Yeah.
So if you bring your own van into us, we can check that out for you, or you can check out one of our videos on what to look for. We've had a client come down from Scotland to get their electrics done. Jamie's done the electrics easy, even taught them round, showed them what to do for next time, but noticed that their walls and insulation was actually wet.
Yes.
So he's like, it's now a good time to tell you your insulation needs replacing. But they bought the van second hand. They couldn't get the lights on. James fixed that problem. That's one problem with a second hand van. But now they're going to have to take out all the furniture, all the lighting system, and redo the whole insulation for a family of 6 living in a van.
So over the weekend, our mechanic's been in, Will, and he's done the step that he said. So this is what it looks like now. He plated it out and he's painted it with the rust converted protector paint. So we're all good to go. Solid as anything, and we're extremely happy with it, and so is the client.